all for you. If you really want this, all for you. Okay, I got a camera here, I got a camera here. So what's up? What's happening? What's up? Got the club wide. What's up? What's happening? What's up? Got the Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another girl talk. It's your girl CHIAMAKA. Boom, 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 boom. And you guys, we're gonna talk about dealing with regrets, honey. Regrets. Regrets are a tough thing to deal with. Trust me, I know them all too well. But the reason why I wanted to talk about regrets today was because it is something that I'm currently walking through right now. Like I say all the time, I love to do girl talks on things that I'm either currently dealing with or I've already dealt with, because I feel like that's the best way for me to, you know, continue sharing the wisdom and the knowledge that I feel like God has given to me. But yeah, dealing with regrets, let's talk about it, because it's annoying, especially when you think about, like, sorry y'all, especially like when you are just kind of like reflecting over the last, I don't know, maybe 5, 10, 15 years of your life, or just whatever that time frame is for you. You start thinking about things that you wish you would have done instead, especially if you find yourself in a place in life that you didn't want or didn't expect. Like you had a vision or an expectation to be at a certain place in life, but you're not there. You're in a completely different place, and you're thinking back to, you know, some of the choices you made maybe in your younger years, or, you know, decisions that you wish you wouldn't have made, and you see how it might have directly impacted you being where you thought you would have been or hoped or expected that you would have been. I know this feeling. I know this feeling so deeply, because I actively fight this feeling. And I feel like a lot of us feel like this. I feel like a lot of us think about, you know, dang, like if I really would have just started my YouTube channel at 8 years old, I could be doing something completely different than clocking in. Or if I would have just locked in or been more serious or said no or said yes, I could be in a different place in life. And I'm here to say that yes, maybe that is the case. Maybe if you would have locked in, or maybe if you would have started your YouTube channel at 8, you could be in a completely different place. I'm sure you would have. Who knows exactly what place that is, though, good or bad, but I'm sure you would have been in a different place. And I just want us to get over this idea that we've had to like know everything at a certain time. Like if you were supposed to start that YouTube channel at 8, or if you were supposed to do X, Y, and Z, or do this or do that at a certain time, I believe that God would have given you the wisdom, the inkling, the knowing, the motivation, the resource, the support, the push, the whatever, in order for you to do X, Y, and Z, for you to accomplish or do this or do that. I struggle with dealing with this because if you're currently dealing with depression due to not being where you want to be, or due to shame of your past mistakes, or dealing with any kind of just negative feelings associated with your past that's also affecting your future, and if you're dealing with any depression based off your present due to what happened in your past, it can be tough. It can be really tough to move forward. It can be tough to feel like there's hope, there's a second chance, there's another opportunity, there's, you know, just this anticipation that something would make things different. So yeah, I feel like I've actively been dealing with my own regrets, and it's tough, like I was saying before, when you are dealing with regrets, because you feel like, dang, like I could just be in a further place in life, or I could be living out my dreams, doing this, doing that. I'm watching other people live the life that I wish I could be living, or I thought I would be living at this point in my life. And had I just been more serious, had I just been more locked in, had I just been more intentional, had I just been whatever the case may be, I could be living said lifestyle or said, you know, experience. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. And as I was saying before, I feel that if you were supposed to do all these things that you thought you would be doing, or if you were supposed to accomplish this or complete that or do this or do that at a certain time, I truly believe God would have given you the inkling, the wisdom, the push, the understanding to do so. And maybe you had the idea, maybe you had the inkling, maybe you had the insight or whatever, the resource or the support, but maybe you just didn't fully have all the details or fully have all the understanding to really fully walk it out or fully accomplish or fully do it. And so it became something that just never got to fully see itself all the way through. And I can understand the depression in that. I can understand the frustration in that, because it's like, it's one thing to not have known at all, because maybe that's a little bit more easier to get over. It's another thing to have known, had the resources, had the support, had the options, had the push, the inkling, whatever, and still not make that choice or still not do this or do that, right? And that's tough. That's really tough, because it's like, dang, like I literally had it in my fingertips to do what it is that I know I could have done or should have done. And I really truly believe that if that was something that you were supposed to fully walk out, I think that, I don't know, there's just something that would have solidified itself in you doing that. I don't know how to explain it or describe it. I'm only saying this because this is how I've had to make peace with it. Because I was too on either side, whether it was, oh, I look back and I didn't really know that I could have done this, but I should have done that, and there's like an easier way to work through that grief because I didn't know, versus, no, I knew. I knew I could have done this and that, and I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So I've experienced both sides, and I'm learning with both sides that no matter what, everything happens the way it was supposed to happen. I was going to say for a reason. I know it sounds cliche, but it's the same thing. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. Maybe God had a different story mapped out for me versus what I had in mind with what I wish I would have done or could have done or should have done, right? Maybe I was supposed to take a different path because I'm supposed to help this particular person that would go on and be able to do all these different things. Like, you don't know what is in line or in the cards for you based off of where you're at mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. And I've had to just allow myself to, I allow myself to feel it. Like, I allow myself to feel like, damn, especially if these are regrets that are a little bit more heavier, a little bit more deeply affected, as far as when it comes to relationships, career, when it comes to just like these major things that we experience in life. It could be a little heavy. It could take some time. It could take years to work through some of those regrets. And I know that for me, this particular regret, the one that has been the heaviest for me, is more so related to career. And I just think about like, dang, I wish I would have started this or did that or moved like this. I wish I wasn't so insecure. And like, if I could speak candid about my regrets and how I've been working through it, or what I've been struggling with and how I'm working through it, I think about like, dang, like I've been on YouTube for all this time, and I feel like I haven't really been able to see the growth or the success that I thought and hoped I would have seen by now. I've talked about this in previous videos before, but I just kind of found myself back in this place of feeling regret and feeling frustrated and sad. And this time around, I don't have the energy to give to the devil about what I could have, should have, would have done. Because baby, that's in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that to myself. I find myself thinking like, dang, I should have been more consistent. Damn, I should have never gave a fuck about what other people would have thought or said about me. Because that was my issue. I was so in my head, so worried about what other people would say, what other people would think, what other people would do in regards to me being on YouTube and being fully myself. I wasn't even fully ready to, I guess, be all of myself on camera, let alone I would say in person, let alone on camera. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was struggling to really even stand in my personality and my identity, because I was shamed sometimes because of it. I was always either too much, doing the most, extra, just all of this. And when you hear that, it kind of sounds like, oh, am I a bother to people? So I'm gonna just start being cool. I'm gonna just relax. I'm gonna just chill, because I don't want to be, you know, you start operating from this people-pleasing spirit. And before you know it, all these years go by, them motherfuckers gonna kick rocks. They don't even talk to you. You don't talk to them. You don't even associate yourself with them. Or maybe they are still lingering around in some kind of capacity. But that time has passed, and what have you accomplished? What have you done with the dreams and the things that you wanted to do? All because you were worried about he said, she said. So that's what I've been dealing with. I've been dealing with this taunting of damn, like you should have done this, you could have done this, you would have done this. And it's like, yes, I hear you. Yes, I hear you. I could have been more consistent. I could have said fuck everybody and just really gave it all to YouTube. I could have just really showed up and showed out. I really could have done all these different things when it comes to my career, my dreams outside of YouTube. And I didn't. And that's okay. That's okay, because like I keep telling myself and I keep telling you guys, if I was supposed to fully walk it out the way I wanted to or could have done or had in mind to do, I would have done it. Like how I'm doing it now, I would have been able to do that then had I had that energy, that push, that mentality. I didn't have this mentality that I have now back then. What? And I tried, y'all. I did the YouTube, I did the videos, I did all the things. And I either just didn't have an understanding of what consistency meant, to show up all the time for your dreams. I, again, was dealing with insecurities and dealing with self-doubt. I didn't even believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really think that this could happen. And if it wasn't happening in a specific time frame or in a specific way, it wasn't that I gave up, but it was that I lost motivation, or I just kind of, I don't know, you just kind of distance yourself from it. Like, not even intentionally, but it's just something that you just stop doing. You grow out of it. And not that I grew out of it, but it was just something that, I don't know, I can't even really make it make all the way sense unless like I really sit with myself and dig through every single situation or detail of what I was going through at that time. But I personally just had to, and like I'm still doing it now, like I had to really just let it go. Yeah, I had to just let it go, because it's the past. It's the past. There's nothing I can do about the past. I did the best that I could. I invested my time in other things too that aligned and pertained to my dreams. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that I was just out here not doing nothing. It wasn't like I was just stagnant. I was hosting girl talks and pillow talks and all these cute little events for the girls and even for the guys too. I was a writer. I was writing in my blog. I even wrote a whole book. I made music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a bunch of different cool, dope things that I probably wouldn't have had the capacity, energy, or passion to do later in life. So everything happens for a reason. You know, I try not to look at my life with any regrets. I feel like my life is just beginning. When I was, and you know, I can't wait to make a video about my life in my 20s. I'm still in my 20s, but my early 20s, like going off to college, getting out of college, like that era. I wanna share like some of the things that I had to go through and things that I had to learn. So I can't wait till I make that video. And I think that might be the next one, because I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, I've been kind of reflecting around that time period of my life. Like, who was I? What was I going through? What was I dealing with? Why did I make the choices that I made? And what I could have done. But again, we're not gonna harp on, oh well, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, because the shoulda, I don't know if you guys heard this, but I've been told this by a friend or a colleague. Stop shitting on yourself. Okay, stop shitting on yourself. Stop shitting. I should do this. I should have done this. I should have done. Shoulda's a shit, is what they told me, right? Shoulda's a shit. Like, ain't nothing you can do about what you would have done, could have done, or should have done. Like, that shit is in the back. It's in the past. Excuse me. It's in the past. Yes, in the back, and it's in the past. Period. You have to just take some shit by the chin and realize, okay, yeah, I could have done that. I could have. And I didn't. Because X, Y, and Z. But you know what? Now is all we have. The present moment is all that we have. So what am I going to do? Am I going to continue to sit in regret and wallow in shame and pity and all these things of what I should have, could have, would have done? Or am I going to fucking use this time to get up and do something different about it? What? Like, I think that's another trap the enemy loves to keep us stuck in, is that shoulda, woulda, coulda. That shoulda, woulda, coulda. No. We're not doing that. Whatever regrets you have, whether it's you wasted your life on video games, or you wasted time with smoking and drinking, or you wasted time in a relationship that you knew wasn't good for you, but you were just so in love, and all the different things that came out of that. Maybe having regrets with conceiving a child earlier than you expect. There's so many things that people may have regrets about. The first thing is you have to allow yourself to feel it. You have to feel it. You have to allow yourself to go through the emotions of, damn, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I let this go on this long. I can't believe this. I can't. You gotta feel it. Cry it out. Yell it out. Write it out. Go to therapy. Do whatever you need to do to feel it. Because I know there are some regrets that are heavy. Trust me, I know. Feel those emotions all the way through. Get it out your system. I'm not saying you gotta sulk for years. Now, I do know that some regrets can take years to overcome. Like for me, mine has taken some years to overcome too. But as I am overcoming it, I'm not allowing myself to fall into the same place of depression in this self-pity space. Like I'm not... there's just nothing good that comes out of me wallowing about things that I can't change. There is nothing that I can do to go back in time. Baby, I could talk about a recent regret right now. Baby, I'm regretting the fact that I dipped these braids a little too early. I wish I would have waited until like mid-June to start doing these braids. I did these braids for my trip to Chicago back in May. First of all, it was cold as fuck in Chicago. I was wishing like, damn, I did the braids because I'm thinking it's gonna be summer just begun. What till we see the sun. Motherfucker was cold. It was freezing. And so I was like, damn, okay, I could have saved these braids for like my DC trip, because I'm going to DC here in a few. And would have been cute because it's gonna be in the 90s, 80s, 90s in DC. And I'm like, oh yes, perfect. But baby, one thing about me, I get tired of a hairstyle real fast. Because I was like, oh, okay, maybe I could just do braids again. But I'm like, nah, the type of girl that I am, I have to switch it up. I got to switch it up. So I was really sitting with this frustration. Like, damn, I would have, did this type of hairstyle for Chicago and then saved the braids for DC. And then I could have, I was doing all of that. Doing all of that. And I was like, you know what, CHIAMAKA? You can't do that to yourself. You can't do that. Like, you can't. There is nothing you can do. You've made the decision and it is what it is. Now, maybe in the future, you'll look at the weather. You'll be more present and intentional with the type of hairstyles you want to do for your trips. Let this be just a little lesson learned. It doesn't have to be the end of the world. It's a hairstyle. Okay? So that's just like an example. A small, really small, tiny example of what I'm talking about. What I did was, I went on Pinterest and I found me a cute another hairstyle I could do. That's it. That's all I had to do was like, you know what? There's a ton of hairstyles I've been wanting to try anyway. Let me see what I can use or what I can find to do for my DC trip that resembles the vibe that I want to still have with summertime. You know what I'm saying? Baby, and it's mad hair. I found so many hairstyles. I was like, okay, girl, you good, you solid. Don't even let the enemy, like, you gotta be faster than the devil. You gotta be faster than him, because he be ready. He be ready to pull you into depression, into sulking, into anxiety, all of these things that just drain you and hold you back. And it's like, girl, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So I've learned to just get up. I've learned to just, after I allow myself, because that was part of my feeling it. That was me feeling it. I was, dang, I wish I would have, dang, I should have did this, I should have did that. Okay, I'm learning my lesson. That was me feeling it. So that's the first step, is to feel it. The next thing is you come to a place of learning the lesson. Like, you just learn from it. Like, okay. At that age, this is what I knew. So that's why I make that choice, or that's why I make that mistake. At that time, my headspace was just clouded, or I was just going through it, that I didn't really have the wherewithal, or the mentality, or the understanding to make my choices in an appropriate way, a healthy way, whatever. Really, you know your situation, you know your case. So follow that step, allow yourself to feel it. Really think about it in a way where it doesn't discourage you or bring you down or make you feel defeated. But look at it as a learning opportunity. Look at it as, you know what, shit, we're gonna do differently next time. Like, we're not gonna even let this be something that we trip over. Like, we will get up and learn and do things differently, more intentionally, with more wisdom, more focus, right? So I learn from the situation, and then I get up and go and do about what I need to go and do. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel it. What is that? I have a saying, and I made a sweatshirt out of it when I was doing Let's Heal and Grow Together. But it's be real, feel, heal from it, learn from it, move on. Something like that. I can't remember the way I said it. But you got to be real with yourself. You got to feel it. You got to learn from it, and then you heal and you move on. That's essentially what the message is. Be real with yourself. Be real about the fact that you wish you could have done this, or you wish you would have done that. Be real with yourself. Allow yourself to feel the sad feelings, the regretful feelings, the depression. Like, let yourself feel it. Don't sit in it too long, because you can get up. You don't have to stay down. You could cry, shed the tears, but there's a point where you know that, okay, I've cried enough. I've shamed myself enough. I felt bad about it enough. How long will I sit in this sorrow until I decide to get up and try again? How long will I allow defeat and the enemy and whatever to keep knocking on my head, making me feel bad and worse about a choice that at that time I knew that was the only thing to do for me at that time? How long will I sit here and let my negative self-critic bring me down? How long? You know what I'm saying? How long will you sit here and let that happen? So you have to just kind of, not even kind of, you just got to get up. You got to get up. You have to get up. You have to get up. Yeah. It's a lot, honey. I know it's a lot. But I truly believe there's more life. There's so much more life. I don't know why I feel so just joyful making this video right now, because I'm telling you, literally just 2 seconds ago, I'm not lying. I'm not kidding with you. I was about to sit here and cry, because as I was, sharing my truth with you guys, I was just feeling like, damn, like, I do feel sad about some things that I missed out on or wish I could have done, but I'm going to feel even more sadder soaking in depression and regret. And then I let another 10, 15, 20 years go by, still doing the same bullshit. Fuck out of here. What? No, bitch, I'm going to get the fuck up and do what it is I said I was going to do. I'm going to fucking do it and die trying. Hell yeah. What? There's nothing else. So that's the type of energy I'm going to need you to have. Whatever it is that you regret doing or regret not doing, wish you could have done, if you have the capacity, the wisdom, the resources, support, the energy, the intentionality, all of that now, get up and do it. Just do it. Or figure out a different way that you can go about it now that you're older, you're wiser, you're smarter, you're more, mature. Fuck you looking like sitting around just, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, damn, okay, let me calm down. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so much. But no, for real, why you just sitting there letting the enemy just beat up on your head like that? Girl, get up. There's so much more freaking life. Quit playing with yourself like that. Quit letting the enemy play. Get up and live. Get up and live. Get up and live. Come on. There's so much more life. Stop letting because, yo, I'm old or I'm not young like I used to be. So fucking what? Bitch, you still alive? You still alive. So what is we really talking about? You're still alive. You're still breathing. You still got breath. So as far as I'm concerned, you still have capacity. You still have the opportunity. Unless you want to continue to just stack up regrets, that's you. That's you. But for me, as for me in my household, we're going to get up and try the fuck again. Period. I don't know why I'm such in a good mood today, and I love it, and I'm here for it. I'm grateful. Thank you, God. Because this is how I want us to feel. Even in the midst of dealing with depression and anger and sadness and anxiety due to shit that we wish could have happened or wish we would have done or wish would be happening right now. You make that shit happen now. Make that shit happen now. Fucking book the appointment. Set up the camera. Start recording. Go to that class. Sign up for this. Do what it is that you say that you wish you would have done. Do it now. Get up and do it now. Pause this motherfucking video and go do it now. Yeah. You ain't got to finish this. Go pause this video and go do what it is that you said you want to go do. Meow. But come back and finish it. Anyways, y'all. This was a very, a very, I don't even know, all over the place, obnoxious type of video, but I think it fits the occasion of the topic because I think it's so easy to associate all these heavy, sad, dark, negative feelings with regrets. And I'm trying to flip that shit. Fuck you talking about. We're gonna turn this frown upside down and we're gonna walk with joy in this life. Amen. Amen. So for my people, like I said, whatever regrets you got, whether they're 10-year long regrets, whether it's just a small little regret like you chose the wrong hairstyle, you can get over it. You just gotta allow yourself to be real about it. Feel the emotions that you need to feel. Learn from it. Now that you have the wisdom and the knowledge, get up and do better. Heal from it and move on. That's it. That's it. That's all I got for you. So I hope this girl talk was a blessing to you guys. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.